Hey guys, it's Real Low Bermuda bringing you another lawn care video. Today we're going to be talking about how to edge like a pro just using your basic string trimmer. Come along and enjoy the mow. So recently I've had a lot of questions about how do I get my edges to look like they do. And so I wanted to go ahead and do a video today, take you out into the lawn and kind of show you the basics of edging with a string trimmer. A lot of times people think that you need an actual edger with like a blade on it in order to get professional edges. And that's actually not true at all. In fact, you can get a much cleaner and a much professional looking edge from an actual trimmer. And so we'll go outside and we'll take a look at how that's done. All right guys, so you can see here that I'm just using a basic string trimmer by Echo, a straight shaft. And the key is kind of learning how to hold your string trimmer at a good angle, and then just practicing. There's no really special technique. It's just a matter of, the first thing I did that really helped me was remove the protective guard. I can't really recommend that you do that just for safety reasons, but just me personally, I really appreciated the control that I got by removing that guard, and also learning how to hold the string trimmer where it kicks everything out away from you. If you notice, all the debris right now is being shot out away from my body, so the protective guard really isn't that necessary, at least in my opinion. With the guard on there, you're not able to see that shaft or that shaft head and guide it like you need to in order to get that perfect line. And so really just learning how to hold it and practice is the key. And then also, here's a different way of holding it. Notice I put the motor up by my head and then just completely flip it upside down. Unfortunately, with this camera angle, you can see how I'm holding it, but not really what I'm accomplishing. But this is how I get my wide edges. Everybody always asks, like, how do you get your edges so wide? So in that first shot, you saw that I was going right down the grass line to get that perfect edge. And now in this shot, even though you can't see what I'm actually doing with the dirt, I'm actually creating that wider edge up against the sidewalk now, and so that gives me typically about a 2-inch edge. And so one pass holding it the other way, and then one pass holding it this way, and then I get that nice wide edge. You'll get to see a couple more shots here in just a second. And then do the same thing around my trees and then also around my flower beds. First thing, and I do understand that this has already been done, and so it might seem like it's pretty easy just touching it up, and that's absolutely right. The first time you do it, you got to go in and kind of dig in and you make that string trimmer do some hard work. But after that, it's just a matter of easy maintenance. And so you can see here, I'm just free-handing that circle around the tree. So right now I'm going up against the grass line, just cleaning that up, and then I'll flip it over again, completely upside down, and clean out all that extra debris, and you'll get to see that here in a second. Another little bit of advice is don't be too frustrated when you mess up. It is a turning string, and I've gotten pretty darn good with it, but every once in a while I still do mess up, and I have major OCD, and so that really wears me out. Here you can see I'm flipping the weed eater upside down again, and now I'm making that, here it's probably more of like a 3-inch gap between my grass and my mulch. And this just keeps it looking nice and clean, and it also keeps any of the Bermuda runners from coming into there, because those runners, they'll grow up into the mulch and take over your mulch bed, and so this keeps everything out of there and keeps it nice and clean all year round. And again, this only takes me just a couple minutes, really, once or twice a week. I don't do this every time I mow. Usually every other time I mow. So I would say, I whip around here usually about once every 4 days just to touch it up real quick. All right, and so what I did here is, this is actually a little piece of my neighbor's front sidewalk, and he hasn't edged his like I do, and so I wanted to just do a little piece just to show you how easy it is if yours isn't already edged. And so this is me just digging into the grass and the dirt. Again, I just wanted to prove to you that I am only using a string trimmer. So this is just the first pass, and you can kind of see I'm digging down in there, and then come through with a second pass, get down a little deeper and a little wider. You can see I'm kicking up dirt, getting down actually below the surface of the sidewalk. And that's how it's done. It doesn't matter what your current condition is like or how overgrown it is. You can get these nice, clean, perfect edges with your string trimmer. Here's my flower bed. You can see I have a brick edging, but I also still have that gap, and that allows me to mow up really close without having that big line of grass. But nice clean edges really gives your yard a professional manicured look. Edging to me is one of the most important things you can do to make your yard look great. I'm sure every time you guys watch a YouTube video, you always hear the creator talking about please subscribe, and it really is important, and it doesn't cost you anything. Those of you that aren't familiar with it, it's simply like on Facebook or Instagram, like hitting the follow button. Subscribe on YouTube is basically you're liking and following this channel, and the reason why that's so important is it lets me know and other YouTubers know that you like the content and you'd like for us to keep putting out new videos. Without anybody watching or interested in watching, there's not much point in us creating content and taking the time to do that. But with subscribers out there, it does let us know that you guys would like more content, and it also helps and at some point in time, you can actually make money through YouTube doing it. So please consider hitting that subscribe button and turning on notifications. It would mean a lot.